Did you know the wealthiest entrepreneur in the Bible wasn't Solomon, Joseph, or Abraham? It was a woman. The Proverbs 31 woman's 10 business secrets built multi-stream income, employed workers, invested in real estate, and created generational wealth, all while honoring God and family. In this video, the 10 business principles that made her the ultimate biblical entrepreneur, and why most men overlook them to their financial loss. Secret number 7 will revolutionize how you see productivity forever. These aren't feminist theories or modern business hacks. These are kingdom strategies that have built empires for 3,000 years. Whether you're male or female, employee or entrepreneur, these secrets work in any economy. Stay until the end because Secret 10 is the one that unlocks everything else. 1. She diversified her income streams before it was trendy. The first business secret that separates biblical entrepreneurs from those who struggle is multiple revenue sources, not dependence on a single paycheck. Most people rely on one income. In Proverbs 31:13, it says, "She seeks wool and flax and works with willing hands." This wasn't a hobby. This was strategic diversification. Wool for one market, flax for another market. 2 different materials, 2 different customer bases, 2 different income streams from day one. God doesn't bless single-source dependency. He blesses strategic multiplication through multiple channels. When you build only one stream, you're one layoff, one market shift, one crisis away from financial collapse. Diversification protects what discipline builds. Today, this looks like a job plus a side business, a service plus digital products, consulting plus investing, real estate plus royalties. The Proverbs 31 woman didn't wait until she was rich to diversify. She diversified to become rich. She understood that one stream might dry up, but multiple streams ensure continuous flow. While others put all their eggs in one basket and prayed nothing breaks, she spread her risk across multiple baskets and trusted God with the results. The dependent panic, the diversified prosper. It's not about greed, it's about wisdom. 2. She woke up before everyone else to gain a competitive edge. The second business secret that built her empire was early rising, not sleeping in while opportunities passed by. Discipline determines destiny. Most people hit snooze and wonder why they're behind. The Proverbs 31 woman understood that the early hours belong to the diligent, and the diligent inherit wealth. In Proverbs 31:15, it says, "She rises while it is yet night and provides food for her household and portions for her maidens." While her competitors slept, she worked. While others complained about not having enough time, she created time by waking before the sun. God doesn't reward excuses. He rewards effort. This isn't about legalism or exhausting yourself into burnout. This is about stewardship of time. The morning hours are the most productive, the most focused, the most powerful hours of your day. No distractions, no interruptions, no excuses. When you rise early, you take control of your day before your day takes control of you. You pray first, you plan first, you prepare first. Then you execute with clarity while others are still hitting snooze. Early risers lead, late sleepers follow. The Proverbs 31 woman didn't succeed because she had more hours in her day. She succeeded because she used the hours she had with intention, starting before anyone else was awake. She positioned herself ahead of the market, ahead of her competition, ahead of the chaos. That's not hustle culture. That's biblical stewardship. The lazy sleep in, the wealthy rise early. It's not about suffering. It's about strategy. 3. She invested in real estate with confidence and foresight. The third business secret that secured her financial future was property investment, not just saving cash in a vault. Land holds value. Cash loses it. Most people save money and watch inflation steal it. The Proverbs 31 woman invested money and watched multiplication grow it. In Proverbs 31:16 it says, "She considers a field and buys it. With the fruit of her hands she plants a vineyard." Notice the sequence. She considered first. She didn't rush. She evaluated. She calculated. She made sure the numbers made sense. Then she bought it, not with borrowed money or desperate gambling, but with the fruit of her hands, with money she already earned through her wool and flax businesses. God doesn't bless impulsive decisions. He blesses diligent planning. This wasn't passive income, wishful thinking. This was active wealth building. She bought the field, then planted a vineyard. She created an asset that produced ongoing revenue. Real estate, agriculture, long-term vision. She understood that wealth isn't built through salary alone. Wealth is built through assets that appreciate and generate income while you sleep. The consumers spend, the investors multiply. Today, this principle still works. Buy property, buy land, buy assets that produce value. Don't just earn and spend, earn, invest, and multiply. The Proverbs 31 woman was a businesswoman, not a gambler. She took calculated risks rooted in wisdom and faith. She didn't fear investment. She feared staying stagnant. Savers preserve, investors multiply. It's not luck, it's stewardship. Before we continue, secret number 7 reveals the one productivity principle even faithful Christians miss, and it's blocking their breakthrough. 4. She built her brand through quality and reputation. The 4th business secret that attracted customers and opened doors was excellence in product, not shortcuts in marketing. Quality builds trust, trust builds wealth. Most entrepreneurs focus on selling before they focus on serving. The Proverbs 31 woman understood that her reputation was her greatest marketing asset. In Proverbs 31:18 it says, "She perceives that her merchandise is good and her lamp does not go out at night." She didn't guess her product was good, she knew it. She tested it. She verified it. God doesn't multiply mediocrity. He multiplies excellence. When your product is excellent, marketing becomes easy. People talk, referrals happen, doors open. You don't have to beg for customers when your quality speaks for itself. The Proverbs 31 woman's lamp never went out because her work ethic never stopped and her standards never dropped. The mediocre compete on price. The excellent compete on value. Today, this means no cutting corners. No false advertising. Build something you're proud of. Create something that serves people well. Let your work speak louder than your words. Cheap fades, quality endures. It's not perfectionism, it's stewardship. 5. She worked with her hands and wasn't afraid of labor. The 5th business secret that grounded her success was personal involvement, not delegation without understanding. Leaders who won't work can't lead workers. Most people want to be the boss without doing the work. The Proverbs 31 woman got her hands dirty. In Proverbs 31:13, it says she works with willing hands. She didn't just manage, she participated. She understood the process because she did the process. God doesn't honor laziness. He honors diligence. This doesn't mean you should never delegate or scale. It means you should never delegate what you don't understand. Learn the craft first, master the skill first, then train others. The Proverbs 31 woman wasn't above manual labor. She embraced it. She worked with willing hands, not reluctant hands. She saw work as worship, not as a curse. The entitled complain, the diligent create. Today, this looks like learning every part of your business before hiring it out. Understanding your product before outsourcing production. When you work with willing hands, you honor God with your effort. Lazy leaders fail. Diligent leaders multiply. It's not micromanaging, it's mastery. 6. She wasn't afraid to negotiate and do business with men. The 6th business secret that expanded her influence was confidence in the marketplace, not timidity because of her gender. Courage opens doors. Fear closes them. Most people shrink back from opportunities because they feel unqualified or out of place. The Proverbs 31 woman walked into male-dominated business spaces with confidence rooted not in arrogance but in competence. In Proverbs 31:24, it says she makes linen garments and sells them. She delivers sashes to the merchant. She didn't wait for permission. She created value, then she sold it. God doesn't honor insecurity. He honors faith in action. She negotiated with merchants. She set her prices. She delivered her products. She built relationships in the business world without compromising her character or her faith. She understood that biblical femininity doesn't mean weakness. It means strength under submission to God. The insecure hide. The confident create. If this message is blessing you, subscribe to the channel Biblical Wealth Wisdom and tell me in the comments which of these 10 business secrets resonates with you most. Today, this means stepping into rooms where you feel outnumbered or underestimated. Pitching your idea even when people doubt you. The Proverbs 31 woman didn't need external validation. She had divine assignment, so do you. The fearful wait. The faithful move. It's not rebellion, it's obedience. 7. She managed her household like a CEO manages a company. The 7th business secret that made everything else work was treating her home as her first business, not a distraction from business. Home management is wealth management. Most entrepreneurs sacrifice family for business or business for family. The Proverbs 31 woman integrated both. In Proverbs 31:27, it says, she looks well to the ways of her household and does not eat the bread of idleness. Her household wasn't chaos, it was organized. It was managed. It was profitable. God doesn't bless disorder. He blesses structure. This is the secret most men ignore. They think business success means ignoring the home. The Proverbs 31 woman proved the opposite. A well-run home creates the peace, order, and support system required for business success. She fed her household, she clothed her household, she trained her household. And from that foundation of stability, she launched businesses that blessed nations. The chaotic struggle, the organized thrive. Stay with me because Secret 10 is the most powerful principle in this entire video. If you're watching this, you're already ahead of 90% of entrepreneurs who ignore these biblical principles. Point 9 will show you why. 8. She created jobs and empowered other women. The 8th business secret that multiplied her impact was hiring and training workers, not doing everything herself. Multiplication requires delegation. Most business owners become slaves to their business because they refuse to train others. The Proverbs 31 woman understood that true wealth comes through multiplication, not addition. In Proverbs 31:15, it says, "She rises while it is yet night and provides food for her household and portions for her maidens." She had maidens, she had employees. She didn't just build a business. She built an economy. God doesn't call you to do everything. He calls you to multiply everything. She provided for her workers. She trained them. She empowered them. She created opportunities for other women to earn, learn, and grow. This wasn't exploitation. This was kingdom multiplication. When you hire well and train well, you create income for yourself and income for others. You build wealth and you build community. Solopreneurs burn out, multipliers scale up. Today, this means hiring that assistant, training that intern, bringing on that contractor. Stop thinking you have to do it all alone. God designed business to be multiplied through people. The Proverbs 31 woman became wealthy not just through her own hands, but through the hands of those she trained and empowered. The controlling stay small. The empowering grow large. It's not about using people. It's about multiplying purpose. 9. She gave generously to the poor even while building wealth. The 9th business secret that unlocked divine favor was generosity in the process, not waiting until success to give back. Givers attract blessing. Hoarders repel it. Most people say they'll give when they get rich. The Proverbs 31 woman gave while she was getting rich. In Proverbs 30:20 it says, "She opens her hand to the poor and reaches out her hands to the needy." She didn't wait until her business was stable. She gave from the beginning. She understood that generosity isn't the reward for wealth. Generosity is the path to wealth. God doesn't bless closed fists, He blesses open hands. When you give generously, you position yourself under divine economy, not earthly limitations. You activate spiritual laws that multiply what you release. You prove to God that you understand wealth isn't for hoarding, it's for blessing. The Proverbs 31 woman gave to the poor not out of guilt or obligation, but out of worship and obedience. The stingy shrink, the generous multiply. Today, this means giving before you feel comfortable. Tithing before your budget is perfect. Supporting missions and ministries even while building your business. Give your first fruits, not your leftovers. Watch how God opens doors and provides resources when you prioritize His kingdom and His people. Hoarders operate in scarcity. Givers operate in abundance. It's not foolishness, it's faith. 10. She feared the Lord above all business success. And the 10th business secret, the most powerful of all, was worship as her foundation, not wealth as her goal. Business without God is just organized chaos. Most entrepreneurs chase money and lose their soul. The Proverbs 31 woman chased God and gained everything else. In Proverbs 31:30 it says, "Charm is deceitful and beauty is vain, but a woman who fears the Lord is to be praised." Her business success wasn't built on her beauty, her charm, or her marketing skills. It was built on her reverence for God. God doesn't bless those who worship money. He blesses those who worship Him. The fear of the Lord was her secret weapon. It guided her decisions. It shaped her character. It protected her integrity. It positioned her under divine favor. Everything else, the diversification, the early rising, the real estate, the quality, the labor, the confidence, the management, the multiplication, the generosity, all flowed from this one foundation. She feared God more than she feared failure. She honored God more than she honored profit. The worldly build businesses that collapse. The God-fearing build legacies that last. Today, this means starting every business day with prayer. Making decisions based on biblical principles, not just profit margins. Refusing shortcuts that compromise your integrity. Treating employees, customers, and competitors with honor. Your business isn't just about making money. It's about glorifying God and advancing His kingdom. Success without God is failure in disguise. It's not religious legalism. It's kingdom business. And here's the final truth most people never hear. So ask yourself today, will you ignore these 10 business secrets like most entrepreneurs do and struggle for years, or will you apply them like the Proverbs 31 woman did and build something that lasts generations? Obedience separates the two. One entrepreneur reads this message and dismisses it because it came from a woman in an ancient book. Another entrepreneur reads it and recognizes timeless wisdom that transcends gender and culture. The difference isn't intelligence, it's humility. The difference isn't information, it's application. Pride blocks breakthrough. Humility unlocks it. God doesn't want to see you struggling with a business that barely survives, working 80 hours a week with nothing to show for it, sacrificing your family for a dream that's built on sand. He wants to see you thriving with a business that honors Him, multiplies wealth, blesses others, and creates generational impact. He wants to see you walking in the fullness of kingdom entrepreneurship, not the emptiness of worldly hustle. Worldly business exhausts. Kingdom business empowers. Diversify your income. Rise early with purpose. Invest in assets. Build with excellence. Work with willing hands. Step into opportunities with confidence. Manage your home like a business. Multiply through delegation. Give generously from the beginning. Fear the Lord above all success. 10 secrets. 10 proven principles. 10 opportunities to transform your business from ordinary to biblical. The unprepared copy trends. The wise follow scripture. Don't wait for perfect conditions or perfect confidence. Start today like the Proverbs 31 woman started, with fear of the Lord, faith in his provision, and commitment to excellence in everything you touch. Whether you're launching your first business or scaling your 10th, these principles work because they're not human strategies. They're divine blueprints. Your business is your ministry. If this video helped you understand the Proverbs 31 Woman's 10 Business Secrets that build wealth and honor God, subscribe to the channel Biblical Wealth Wisdom and turn on the notification bell to receive more teachings on biblical wisdom applied to your finances.